Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today we're taking a look at this new rear entertainment and climate control display for Tesla Model 3 and Model Y. This is an 8-inch version, so pretty large screen. It has got some decent size air vents, and it also comes with some upgrades that we hadn't seen in the past. For example, now you don't need to route any cable to the seat to control the front passenger seat. You can recline up, down, back, forth. You can fully control this seat without requiring any connection to the seat. It is all done via the software with the screen that is connected in the OBD port. This is also applicable for the cars that do not even have an OBD port in the back. They also made changes such as now you can use 2 different gaming controllers at the same time. So if you've got 2 kids in the back and they both want to play the game, now you are able to do that. They also added a standalone Play Store that is different from the Google Play Store. They still have the Google Play Store, but they also added a new app store where now you can download apps that are normally not found in the Google Play Store. So on the previous generation of the displays, we would have to go to the internet, download APKs, put it on a flash drive and load it here. But now we don't have to do that because they actually have a APK store where you can download a bunch of APKs and then load it on the screen. There's a few improvements like that. They also have a seat sensor where if there's no one in the back, it automatically turns off after 5 minutes of not detecting anybody in the back. So allows some of those convenient features, comes with its own speaker. You can control various things. So let's get started with today's video. I'm going to show you how to do the installation. I'm going to talk about my likes, my dislikes, just as usual. All right, let's show you what it comes with and then what each of these wiring do. It is a very, very straightforward process. One of the easiest installs we have done on this screen. So first of all, if you just have the regular AMD cars or Intel car, and you have, when you reach underneath your back area here, you see that there is a blue plug right there. Then all you're gonna need is this much of the wiring. So what this does is this is the OBD wiring, and you just bypass this down there. I'll show you how to do that. You take this other plug and simply connect it to this plug on the screen, and that's it. That's the entire installation. Super easy. This is just so you can tap that 12-volt connection. I'll show you where to tap that. But that's it. That's super easy. If you have one of those, if you look underneath and if you see one of those plugs, then that is everything you need. Now, there are some cars like the standard range Model Ys that are built in Austin or Shanghai that when you look underneath there, you're not going to see that plug. So first check if you have that plug or not before ordering it, if you're going to order that. Then if you have one of those cars, then you get this wiring. You have to select it that you don't have the AMD interface. Then they give you this wiring, and what it is we take it to all the way to the front door pillar. I'll show you where to make that connection on the front, but you just plug this into the front, you route this cable all the way to the back, and then you take this and you plug it into the screen here. This then needs to be bypassed on the 12-volt in the back, and I'll show you where that 12-volt is right here. You're gonna have to bypass this so you get power, because the front connection does not have power, so you're gonna need power from the back, and that's the extra step that you're gonna have, but you still get this even if you don't see that plug down there. Then this is a seat control module, but you no longer need this wiring, so that is amazing. Definitely a step in the right direction. They figured it out with software. They can control the seats, the front passenger seat, without needing that wiring, which is pain in the butt to do. So made it super simple for this install. And so, as I said, the installation process is you remove the bottom part, you remove this piece, you connect this OBD in the bottom, you route the cable all the way to the front through there, and then connect it here. You replace that unit with this unit, and you're done. Just take the pry tool that they sent with the kit and then pry open this area in the back. And it's a super simple panel. As you see, it just comes right out, and you just remove this here and you expose this blue plug. Next, you're gonna reach up top here and simply pull on this unit. If you look at it, it comes out really easily. There's just a couple of clips that are holding this in place, and super easy, no issues here. Now we got to remove this plug right here. Now to remove this clip, if you have the AMD Model 3s or Ys, you just have to lift this up and then pull this out. If you look at it, this just lifts, and then while lifting this, you pull it out, and that's it. So super easy, you just have to do that. If you have the older Model 3s, this is something where you're going to pinch it in the middle tab here and then pull it out. For newer AMD ones, you just have that type of a lift. Now, as I said earlier, if you look down here and you see this blue plug, you're not gonna have all of this extra stuff because I added a bunch of other accessories to the back port. With this plug here, all you have to do is press on this middle tab right there, the male part that is connected, and while holding this down, pull the connector out. So now you don't have any connector there. You're gonna take this connector and simply slide the male end to the blue port. Now, you can take whatever male port that you have. Like this is the Tesla's one, the blue male port. I have since then added a whole bunch of accessory and daisy chained everything. If you look at it, Tesla's male, the new accessories female, the new accessories male, and other accessories female. So you're gonna get the male component of the last accessory you added here, and you're simply going to take it and then connect this together. Now everything is happy. Tesla is happy, all the other accessories are happy, and then your screen is gonna be happy. So that's how you do the bypass. Now let me show you how to do the process for cars that don't have this plug. Now this step is only if you don't have that plug in the back. What you do is you take this harness that came with the kit, and we need to plug this blue plug right there on the female port of the Tesla. First, you remove the side door trim panel here. It's super easy, you just use a pry tool and remove it. Then you're going to be removing this side panel. It's again, just a pry tool, remove it. Then you're gonna be removing this weather stripping so it becomes easier to do the install. Next, you're gonna take a pry tool and remove a plastic fastener from inside here. After that, you are able to just remove this entire side panel super easily, just some clips. Then you're gonna take your pry tool and again remove this little plastic fastener on the carpet. After that, you're going to reach underneath there and you're going to see there is a blue female port, and you're simply going to take the blue male port and insert it in. After making the connection, you're just going to take the wire. You can kind of snug it around here, from there, through the gap, and you're going to take it all the way to the back. So it's just a wire routing process. Now our goal is to just fish this cable to the top here, and there is enough opening on the side where you don't have to remove this. The manufacturer shows that you need to remove this, you don't have to remove it. So what you do is actually fish this cable from the edge here and just push this up, and you'll be able to see it from the top to be able to just pull that cable out. So if you reach under, you're gonna be able to see that. You are able to completely take this out. Now this is where the installation is going to be slightly different between the two methods that you install. So if you had the OBD plug, the blue OBD plug in the bottom here, and then you just routed this to the top, then you're not going to be needing this plug because this plug already comes with power. So all you have to do is actually put this away. But before you do that, you take this little connector that they send and you just insert it. It comes with the pins. You just insert it here, it clicks. You want to do this because without this, you're not going to get any power on the front, the USB ports or the front wireless charger. So you want to make sure that you tap it up. If you did the connection where you just routed this cable from the bottom, not from the front. Now, if you did route the cable all the way from the front, meaning you have one of those cars that don't have the blue plug down there, then what you're gonna do is actually use the connector. This is the same connector that you routed from the front, and you are going to bypass this. So meaning you're just going to plug in right here. So once you plug this in, now your installation is going to go through just because this has 12 volt power. That way you satisfy the requirement so that the front USBs as well as the wireless charger is working, as well as now you have power for your screen. So that's the difference. Now everything else is the same after this step, because whether you routed the cable from the front or just from the bottom, this is the exact same connector that plugs into the screen. Because our Model Y does have that blue plug, all we're gonna do is put this in and then kind of tuck it away somewhere down here. So it is tucked away. And then what we're gonna do is simply take this plug that we routed from the bottom, align it with the plug from the new screen, and you can't get this wrong because it needs to fit snug right there. Then what we're gonna do is check to make sure it powers on, and it does, so we are golden. And now all we have to do is fit this in right here, find the ports, and then just put this in. So right here, we're aligning it, and secure it in this place. We're done. This is installed and this is snug and secured. We're good to go. So we went from this to that. I think that looks pretty cool. Before we show you the next step, we would greatly appreciate it if you could please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. It doesn't cost you anything, but it means the world to us, so we can continuously bring videos like this in the future. Also, if you are purchasing a new Tesla, we would greatly appreciate if you could use our referral link that is in the description as well as in the channel page. It helps us get supercharging miles and different benefits, and also you get benefits. Sometimes there's $1,000 off for you or different perks throughout the year, so we'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's continue. So let's go through this screen to a complete walkthrough, all the features and everything. First of all, they have got this large air vents, which is amazing. Definitely a step on the right direction here, and you can completely adjust this. So right, left. You can also do a little bit of up and down now, which was the motion that was restricted on the previous version. Of course, you don't get what you replace. I mean, these are huge air vents here from the original one. So you do lose some airflow. We're gonna show you what that looks like, but these are pretty great compared to what we have seen. If you remember, some of the screens came with a little slit in the bottom. That was disastrous, but these ones are pretty good for, you know what they are. The screen, decent size, large size screen with the air vent here. You get two USB-C ports. This is a data port. This is for the charging port. I believe you can load up some games or the APK apps through here. This is just for charging, fast charging. So you do not lose any of the USB-C ports. You do get those both ports here. And then the screen itself. This is an 8-inch diagonal screen, so a little bit smaller than the 8.8-inch we had, which had some fit and finish issues for a lot of people because it was so big. This one is just a decent size, just feels like a perfect size screen for the back. It is like what Tesla has, and I'll actually show you what the UI looks like on a Tesla one here in just a second, the actual OEM one, but this is what we get with the new screen. So this is the screen on the new Model 3 Highland 2024 Model 3, and this is what you get. So just wanted to compare this with the new screen that we got and show you that, you know, it's pretty decent what they have done from the third-party company. This is the UI that you get. You go to the seat. This is the seat adjustment UI. So the similar feature here, the heating, the seat heating and cooling in the back. You get music. Of course, you get entertainment. You get arcade. And then there's the setting there. So that's pretty much what you get with the Tesla's screen. And you can turn on the air conditioning, of course, and you can adjust the what side you want to go, which is actually pretty cool. The airflow, you can adjust it. So that's what you get with the actual OEM screen from Tesla. Now let's go back to that screen and show you the rest of the UI. So now we are back to our third-party screen here, and even though it is not that very OEM looking screen, but at the same time I think this is getting really close. I mean, you can't deny that the screen looks really good. The UI, I think they are getting better over time. It's not that sleek OEM UI that Tesla had, but it's pretty close in my opinion. I gotta give them credit for that. So this is how it works. Here is the temperature setting, so you can adjust the temperature, and this adjusts the temperature for the entire car, not just for the rear passengers. So you can just press and change the temperature here. This is the airflow menu, and what it does is, if this is so that is toggled off, this is toggled on, but I'm not getting any airflow yet because I have to adjust the airflow speed. So what I do is increase it, put it somewhere in the middle, so you get 5, and then if you were to just push this all the way through, you get 10, and you can probably hear the fan going, and this increases the airflow for the entire car, not just the rear passenger again. This is for the entire car, but you do get that very high airflow here in the back, and then you can just toggle that out and the airflow decreases. You can completely turn this off as well. Now moving on, this is to maintain the climate control. I'm not exactly sure how this works, but I believe this is camp mode. So if you put the camp mode in the front, then this will maintain the current climate for the entire car. So I think this is pretty useless to do that from the back, honestly. This is the door unlock. So as it says, it is the car's door unlock. So it can just unlock the door from the back. If you lock the door when you leave and you still have people in the back, they can just manually unlock it from this screen. So that's pretty much what you get here. One thing that I have already asked them to do is put a child lock so that this screen, like it stays on and they can't move from one screen to another screen, and they say they're working on that. There should be a button. We are used to seeing that button in the past where it's a child lock button, and then you have to press on it and put a password. So only then you are able to scroll through multiple buttons so that kids are not messing with the setting here. They say that they will send that update here soon because they have done it in the past, so it shouldn't be hard for them. This screen just don't have that update. Moving on to the seat menu here, pretty straightforward. Tesla had the same type of a menu but with different icons, but this is what you get. You can toggle the seat heater on and off on all 3 seats, different seating level, and then you can just press this for closing all of it. So that's what you get with this menu. Now, one thing that they have added is the seat control without requiring any wiring to the front seat, which is amazing because that was always pain in the butt to have to wire it. So this is how it works. So what we do is if we were to just press this to push the seat up, you saw the seat pushed up, press this, seat goes back, this to recline forward, and this to recline back. And no wiring to the seat required, which is amazing. This is really good so that if you are in the back passenger here and then you need a little bit room in the front, you can just push this. Or if the front passenger is like, no, like that's too much, then you can just adjust this here without that passenger needing to do anything, which is really great. They have that feature, and now no annoying wiring. It's just integrated here. Now moving on, if you go here, you get the setting, the Android setting, APK Pure, there's Chrome, and this is where you have the Play Store, YouTube, some files. You have all of this. Auto Link is where you get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I mean, there may be some use cases for Android Auto and Apple CarPlay on a rear screen, but that's more useful for the front screen, for Waze and everything. But if you do connect it with Android Auto, you can order different things from the back, I guess, for the back passenger to be ordering like Dunkin' or anything that you get with the CarPlay or Android Auto. There's video and music, and through Play Store. This is the Android Play Store, and you can download various apps. Now, you can't download everything from this Play Store, so if we were to go to this Play Store, I gotta sign in first, but you can't download everything from here because this is not a Android like fully certified device. This is a custom-made device, so you can download everything. That is where they actually gave you this APK Pure. What this is once you connect to the Wi-Fi, you can go to the settings, or actually you can go to Android setting, and right here you can connect to Wi-Fi. So you can connect to any of the Wi-Fi or mobile hotspot. That's how you are gonna get internet to this device. Even if you have a premium connectivity in the front, you're not gonna get internet here because Tesla doesn't know this device exists. So you're gonna have to do a mobile hotspot from your phones to get the data here. So if you go and connect to the Wi-Fi right there, then you can fire up this APK Pure. And what this is, it is a store where you can download a bunch of APK files, which is things that you cannot normally download from the Android Play Store. You can come here. For example, Disney Plus. The main Android Play Store does not give you Disney Plus, but if you go to the APK Store, you're able to download Disney Plus directly here on this device, or Netflix, or anything that if you are over here. So if you are over here and you go to Play Store and that is not available there, then you can go back to APK Pure, and the chances are you're gonna find those apps here. So it's pretty amazing. They added that. You don't have to now download a soft version like from a USB, plug it in here and load it up. You can just download from a APK store essentially, and you can download thousands of apps through here. You of course have Google Chrome. If we go to settings really quickly, time, you can go 12, 24 hour, the time zone. You can do style, black or white. You can do brightness setting, the temperature unit, version. You got reboot the system, you got OTA. So if you have any OTA files, you can check, and then you can download the OTA upgrade here, or you can go back to factory settings. So that's what you get with this setting. The Android setting is just a typical Android setting, and you can download various apps. So that's what you get with this menu. Now this next one is just the music menu. You can play, pause, next, the music that is playing in the car. I'm not sure this is as useful, but again, you have that feature. And then here, If you go, this is the volume control, and this controls the volume for the entire car. So not just this little speaker here, it controls the car's volume. And then this guy right here is power off. So if you just want to power this off and not use it while you're in the back, then you can just press this, and then this will shut down the power. This screen comes with a unique feature where if there's no one sitting in the back seat for more than 5 minutes, this screen just automatically turns off. This is great so that you could have passengers in the front or driver, and this screen is not going to be just always on. And we tested this and it works. It turns off after 5 minutes. So I just loaded Netflix here on the APK Pure platform, and I just have to hit install, and it goes through the process of installing Netflix. 0%, it's gonna make it way through, 100% install, and I'll show you what that looks like. And of course the speed depends on your internet connection. I'm in my driveway, I don't get the best connection out here, but look at this, like this APK Pure has a lot of different app options like Instagram, Alibaba, you can do Telegram, even Shein here. So you can download a lot of different apps through here. Also lots of games that you can download. So having this little APK store is pretty good idea. You can get all of this stuff now downloaded that you wouldn't normally be able to download from the Play Store. Now you can also download Disney Plus from here. So if we were to hit install, it starts the download process. Just keep in mind, Disney Plus is a hit or miss. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We have tried it with offline downloads in the past, and that didn't work for some reason, but we'll see. I mean, it's downloading right now, but when you load it up, sometimes it says no internet connection. That means like it doesn't work. Like Disney figured out that this was not like a certified device. So just keep that in mind. Just because it's downloading may or may not work with Disney Plus, but like Netflix and everything else, we have seen it work multiple times in the past. So I've got two different things going right now. There is Netflix and Disney Plus being downloaded. So here is Netflix, and of course we can get it started or sign in. So Netflix works. Let's fire up Disney Plus to see if we can get Disney Plus to work. Because Disney Plus is a little bit hard. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Let's say if it says like no internet, then well, so far it's working. We'll see. Sometimes it says like no internet connection, even though like you clearly see the internet connection here. The Wi-Fi is super strong, so it should work, but let's see. Because if it gives us the login screen, that means Disney Plus works. If it doesn't, if it says like cannot find or server error, then it doesn't. So this is the error. That means that the Disney Plus is not gonna work, so the manufacturer would have to send you a specialized APK, which is a bummer. Like, I don't know why Disney does this. Like, it just gives you the error code 42. That means it's not gonna work. Even it says no internet, but like there's full internet here. So Disney, I wouldn't have your hopes high, but Netflix works and you are able to get more apps through here. Now, if you like this product so far and would like to check it out, we got ours from teststudio.com. They did send it free of charge to review in our channel. And if you go to Model Y here, you can select that product, which is the screen upgrade, and they will show you all the screen upgrade that they have available. They have hundreds of different products if you wanted to check out other Tesla accessories. But if we were to scroll down, this is the unit with the dual gaming controller that is applicable here. So if we were to go, it shows $309. Let me show you how you can knock that price down, but it gives you all the information, and this is where you select your car model. So Model 3, February 2019 plus, or if you want to do Model Y, 29 plus equipped with AMD, which is if you see the blue plug, and this is without the AMD, so if you don't see the blue plug, so you want to select that. So we will just do Model Y with an AMD plug for us, and then this is where you can add this to cart, and then it will take us to cart. We'll do checkout, and in the checkout screen, you can put a affiliate discount code. So we do earn commission on this at no additional cost to you, but it greatly helps us bring videos like this in the future. So we greatly appreciate it. But if you just put Shiva Tesla at the code, and it helps you knock out $61 from the total cost. So bringing this total to $247. When the V1 came out, I believe it was like $800 or so. So Nice to see the price coming down on this a little bit as well, but I'll let you be the judge if it's worth it or not. But here's the total. Let's continue. Now we're going to run through paper testing method for the airflow. So this is before and after with just a straight air vent, no deflection of air vent with level 5 airflow. So now this is level 10 airflow with and without a screen. Again, straight into the middle, no deflection of airflow. So you do lose some airflow because the air vent space is small, but not by that much. Honestly, this is very impressive for how much airflow you still get with the new screen. Okay, so I showed you everything you need to know about this screen. Now let's talk about my verdict, my likes, my dislikes. First of all, I really like the integration piece of this. Now they don't require you to actually have a wire that routes to the seat for seat control. That was the biggest pain in the butt thing on this screen in the past. That was the biggest time suck because it is such a tight space that you have to route the cable through. So they eliminated that and they made a huge improvement by just allowing us to control the seat without needing any of the seat wiring. So good job on that, plus point for that. I also really like the installation part of it, especially if you have the OBD connector in the back. The installation was super smooth. There's not much to it. You just route a cable to the top, you connect it, and that's it. I really like that. They also have air vents that are big now, and the screen itself is 8-inch screen, so a decent sized large screen. It fits really well around the corner and everything. So as I said, integration wise, the installation, everything, big plus for them. Also, I really like that they have a APK store now, so I can download a bunch of apps and games from the APK store. And even though I did not test this feature because I do not have a gaming control, like 2 gaming controllers with me, I don't know where mine are, I couldn't find it while reviewing this, but you can now connect 2 gaming controllers at the same time with this display, which is also a plus because in the past you could only do 1 gaming controller at a time. Now if you have 2 kids, you can control, the game, to both of you can control the game at the same time. So again, not a tested feature by me. I'm just taking a word from the manufacturer, so hopefully it actually works. But yeah, all of those are really good features and plus points compared to where we started a couple years ago of where we are at now. The UI, I think they have made a huge improvement, and that is where I think they could keep making those increments over time. I showed you what the Tesla one looks like, and honestly, it's pretty impressive what a third-party company is able to do with the UI, but I think it's still a bit choppy, a bit laggy compared to the Tesla one. I think they just need to make this buttery smooth with higher processing powers, increase the memory, and just be able to go between different apps and everything super smooth. Don't get me wrong, it's really nice, but they can always improve on it, and I think there's a little bit of room for improvement on that side. They also need to add that password protection for the child lock. They say that that feature is coming soon. Hopefully that comes here shortly. And of course, they can always add more features. That's where you come in. Please let me know your feature requests for this device. What feature would you like to see in the future iteration? Put those in the comment section below. I've asked Test Studio to monitor the comment section as well, and I'm going to pass on all of your feedback to the company so they can keep improving. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found today's video helpful, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and come back again soon.